ABASS Sarki, beware of the name ABASS Sarki when you are buying land in Ghana.
That's ABASS Sarki. Okay. Olu. So ABASS message, they share their funny. Also ABASS. Ni yaro Olu ni. Can understand? Ni kabari mi ni kasa na nduba kai. Amana banki da ababe chicken wonga daiki.
Now in this video, you see a gentleman who is claiming that a piece of land that he is actually on, he is protecting it for ABASS Sarki. He knows ABASS Sarki. And the gentleman he's actually talking with is the ABASS Sarki, but he doesn't know him. Well, he claims that that land is for ABASS Sarki. He's working with ABASS Sarki. He's working under him. And it happens that he doesn't actually know ABASS Sarki. Now, this is just an example of what that man has been talking about. That man in the video wearing black is actually the ABASS Sarki. I have a lot to say about him. But one thing I want you to take away from this video is be very careful when you are going to buy a land and someone mention ABASS Sarki. Yes. Because most of the boys, most of the guys, the land guards, they use that name, ABASS Sarki, because he's very famous. So a lot of people use his name and he doesn't even know them. As you can see this video, this gentleman is claiming to know ABASS Sarki. He's working with ABASS Sarki. ABASS Sarki that instructs him to take care. But ABASS Sarki is standing in front of him, but he claiming that he knows ABASS Sarki, doesn't know that ABASS Sarki is standing in front of him. That's so alarming. So that is an example of how a lot of guys are using his name to commit a lot of atrocities. They use his name to sell land. They use his name to do a lot of things. And a lot of people come on social media and then tarnish his name. That ABASS Sarki is a bad person. He has stolen this person's money. And that man has been struggling for himself. He has been fighting. He's not getting it. You understand? But before you hear or you see fire, there must be smoke somewhere. You understand? ABASS Sarki has a great history. You understand? There are some parts I can talk about and there are some parts I can't talk about because I need evidence. Now the part I can talk about is the part I know. I know he's a very big guy who, when we talk about land acquisition in the VIP locations in Accra and you are looking for the names that you meet, his name will be part, such as locations, buying a land around East Legon Hills, Ajingano, the VVIP locations in Accra, Ghana. If you are one of the names you might meet is ABASS Sarki. He has actually helped a lot of celebrities, a lot of celebrities that we know, that we respect them. They actually call him Godfather. They respect him. You understand? So we have a lot of evidences that he has helped a lot of, these celebrities acquire land. He has helped a lot of them build houses and stuff. That is what I know. You understand? That is what I know. That is what I see. You understand? One of it is Kwekumenu. You understand? He also says that he was the one who helped him acquire land. You understand? A lot of these celebrities, Shatawale and Co, they all, revere him. That is what I know and that's what I'm sure about. But per my view and what I also know is that he's been into land business for a very long time. He's made a great fortune for himself. He's built a lot of wealth from real estate. He still owns portions, lands and properties around, especially the vantage locations. And he also works to help people acquire land from the celebrities that we hear. So that is what I know. Another thing I know is that he's also installed as a chief in the, I think, the eastern region of Ghana, is in the Kwapim area. So he has built a lot of things for himself. But notwithstanding, there are a lot of things that are also available that people talk about that personally I don't have any clue. So I wouldn't want to talk anything I don't know. I only speak what I know. So that name, the reason for this video is to tell you that name, be careful. When you are buying land and someone mentioned ABASS Sarki, his house is not difficult to locate. I don't know his house. So everyone can actually locate him. He's a big person, so it is easy. Even if you don't know, you can actually locate to ask him the land that someone is claiming that it is his. Is it his? Before you make payment, be very careful. Be very careful. And you need to also do your due diligence. When you are buying land, do your land search, confirm everything before you go ahead to make payment to anyone. So a lot of boys are in the communities using ABASS Sarki, Recently, I went to Kaswa. Not even Kaswa. After Kaswa, Akwati Junction area, I picked a motorbike to visit one of the sites, and then the motor guy, he has written on it ABASS Sarki. I asked him, does he know ABASS Sarki? Oh, he said, oh, he knows him. Say, Wangaka career. You'll be a big liar. So ABASS Sarki, that name, a lot of people claim to know him. A lot of boys claim to work with him. You have to be very careful. Don't go and make payment. The guy has been fighting a lot of cases. He has been catching a lot of people who have been using his name, but they don't actually know him physical like this. And when they see him, they don't even recognize him. So this is so alarming that if you are in real estate business, you want to buy a land and you hear ABASS Sarki, kindly investigate to locate ABASS Sarki and ask him about that specific property. He's a cool guy. You can walk to the house, though he has boys around. You can walk to his house. As far as you are harmless, he can accept you. He has his own palace. I see on TikTok his palace and stuff. Then you go and ask him, investigate. Before you go and make a payment, and later you wouldn't know that you made a payment to the wrong person. You understand? My name is Imo Sadat, and this is Business Trends Ghana, where we talk real estate and more businesses. Bye.
Subscribe to BTG Talking Business.